Hey YouTube, Don here, out on my ride for the day. Thought I'd stop. I just did an accuracy test on the odometer, speedometer. They're good. Some people have complained they're inaccurate, but my GPS shows them exactly on. Okay, I also should point out GPS is not completely accurate. Sorry if you believe it is, but it isn't. Back when the GPS system was put up, the satellites were put up, the military built in inaccuracy because they didn't want somebody to take a simple cell phone, hook it to a rocket, and be able to hit a target with accuracy. It used to be 100 meters, then back sometime in the 2000s they lowered it a little bit. I think it's 3 meters now, but I might be wrong about that. And who knows how accurate a cell phone GPS is, because they don't need it to be accurate to the foot. So I'm going to say 10 feet is probably a reasonable assumption. So, but the speedometer is showing it as being accurate. I need to do a minor or derailleur adjustment, so I'm going to flip you around and show you again where you adjust the derailleur. Okay, right here is your barrel adjuster. Mine is slow adjusting up, so I'm going to turn it a quarter turn, and that's it. If it's slow going down, then you need to do the opposite, loosen. You can get it too tight and it'll be fast going up and slow going down. So that's a simple, sweet adjustment of it all. So the chain's a little dry today. It's about ready for cleaning. Let's see if I can show you the mileage. I am at 351 miles. I went out for a small ride yesterday. Took my Q500 camera out. It's a 4K camera. Sorry for the wind noise, but it is a really windy day today. Not particularly good biking weather, as most people who have ever ridden a bike knows that riding in the wind sucks, but that motor is the great equalizer right there. So the odometer on my particular bicycle seems to be dead on. So whether it is on yours is another thing, but usually once they get it set, it's pretty much stays that way. Here comes some knucklehead on the trail, it sounds like. The other day I almost got hit by a side-by-side going the better part of 60 miles an hour on a bicycle trail. Fred Meyer Trail Association hasn't put up the barriers on the trail, so there's nothing to keep a car, bike, motorcycles, or anything else off the trails. There is signs up that say no motor vehicles, and people aren't following them. Matter of fact, I see somebody looking at me right now. I'm wondering if they're going to do something stupid and try to drive down the trail. DNR has been patrolling the trail since I complained about it, but I haven't seen them on the trail. But I had somebody tell me they were driving a pickup truck down the trail at a reasonable speed. So it's almost time to do some cleaning on this. My advice is to get a spray bottle and use a spray bottle with some form of degreaser. If you want to clean the frame, you can go buy wax if you want to. What we used to do in the bike shop was we would take Pledge, Lemon Fresh, whatever you want to call it, and we would just dust down our bicycles, spray the rag. You don't even have to spray the bicycle. Spray the rag and wipe the bike down. It's got a little bit of wax in it, so it will make the bike shine. I'm not a big stickler on cleaning the bike, but that is probably the easiest way to do it. You don't have to worry about getting anything wet You're just wiping it with a rag. Waiting on my grips still. They're moving around. I'm being a lazy butt and don't want to take them off and use the hairspray on them and glue them in place. But because these grips, they might call them great grips, but I personally think I'd rather just have plain round ones. Tire pressure. I hope you guys are checking your tire pressure at least once a week. If you're losing air pressure faster than, say, every couple of days, then you probably have a leak. But if not, I would say don't mess with it. Just keep putting air in it. Tires, inner tubes leak. Contrary to popular belief, they leak. Just like car tires leak. Everything leaks. And eventually you will have to put air in them. So if you're losing air and it isn't happening overnight, then you probably just need to keep just putting air in it. That's why I start a little higher than most people do. I run 32 pounds. The tires are calling for 20 pounds. And the reason they're calling for lower pressure is because the thread count in the tire casing is pretty low on this. It's 30. Typical bicycles between 60 and 120. The higher the thread count, the more durable the tire will be, and the more puncture resistant will be. So, but this has a Kevlar bead in it, so that's keeps the tire from being punctured, at least in the center, not on the sides. If you notice that if you put pressure in your tire and you notice that the rubber seems to be separating from anything, then lower the pressure. The reason I run so much pressure is because I'm fat. 300 pounds, I don't want to pinch flat, and that's the bottom line. I just would rather replace the tires more often than deal with a flat on a trail when you're in the middle of nowhere, and I don't carry the tools to change a inner tube or to patch an inner tube anyway at this time. If I went farther distances, I probably would make the effort. But it'd be a lot of tools to carry around just to do that. I do have a screwdriver set and a small wrench in the bag, and it's in the form of a knife. Actually, it comes with the various screwdriver bits that you might need and in an adjustable wrench on the knife. I think it was a Christmas present I got. I don't even know where my bike tool multi-tool is at this point, but I should find it. Everything's working good, other than that minor adjustment for the derailleur. My wife's bike still hasn't arrived. Still haven't got a shipping number for it. Her number started with 945 and mine started with 345. So we're only talking about 600 bikes that they should have to ship before they get to mine. And some of them should have been just regular XPs anyway. So I'm not sure what's going on there. Why it's taking so long just to get me a shipping number for it. I'd like to get her out on the trail with me and so we can do bike videos together. She can hold the camera and I can ride, or vice versa. Hers is white and it's the step-through model, and mine is black, obviously. I was thinking that maybe I should have bought the step-through model with my disability. I have a hard time getting on and off the seat sometimes. I have to lean the bike over, but then again, I have the seat probably set higher than most of you guys will set them. I posted some links on the channel discussion. If you're looking for any of the things that I've discussed, like a crank arm remover, a front chain ring, or a freewheel and a freewheel remover, you can find them on the channel discussion. I'll continue to post stuff there for products. I'm typically just using Amazon as a starting point. If you can find the part cheaper on one of the bike shops, buy it there. It's great to support your local business. I'm going to almost always recommend park tools unless it just doesn't make sense. Park is the #1 bicycle repair tool company, bar none. There's no discussion in this. They have been around longer than anybody else, and they stand by their products. So if you want something that you're only going to buy once, it's going to be a Park tool. And parktool.com has repair tips too. So if you're looking, go on YouTube and look up Park Tools. They've got repair tips too. If you need a specific repair tip, message me. Put it in the discussions. We can exchange emails, or we can do a live chat and talk about how you get through the problem. This is Don. Please subscribe, recommend me to your friends, and enjoy cycling.